Hey guys, what's going on? Again, apologies for the still photos. I filmed this long before I had a YouTube channel, but I wanted to go and post these because I should be posting more updates soon about my boat build and some of the other additions I've made to it. So this first couple of slides that you'll see here, this was just basically after I pulled all the aluminum off of the original floor. These were basically the rails and the supports that were underneath it. So as you can see, it's pretty good support underneath, and I'll show you kind of how I redid that and adjusted that shape, height, all that kind of stuff here in just a second. Okay, I promise there will be videos coming up here real soon. The next few are basically me getting the first part of the floor in place, and also some of these supports for the actual decking. As you can see, there was 1-inch square tubing that was pretty much running on the whole bottom side of the boat. I took all that out, took some pieces apart, cut it the way I needed it, attached it with rivets, and pretty much all the way around. I did buy some 1-inch and maybe some 1 1/4, I can't remember exactly, angle aluminum, so that I would be able to attach some things easier than trying to use L brackets and stuff like that. So that's what these next few are, and kind of the beginning of the top deck, that or the front right below the bow, where I have the sections for my storage.
All right, well, I didn't show this part before for the boat. I've built kind of a dashboard of sorts, and that's going to go on the front, right under the bow. You can see that right above the decking where the bow is, and just to have a little something on it, make it look a little nicer than just straight up the aluminum with the holes in it. I didn't want to carpet it. Already carpeted a couple other things, so that's my plan, and we'll see how it turns out. So I need to trim this bottom off a little bit because it's just not fitting on top of the deck. So I'm going to do that real quick. Let's give you a little close up, kind of what it used to look like. Down the way of the shadow. That's what it'll look like after, once I get it set. It's gonna look kind of cool, just to add something different, little woodwork to it. And that's bamboo. We'll see how it holds up. And I've sealed up the cracks and all the edges, so hopefully it'll turn out nice. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to try to get this up in here and then kind of brace it underneath a little bit to hold it in the right place. Keep falling down too far. Too many screws in where I can't use them, so I'm going to go in between, probably here and here, anywhere over here, between here, here, one underneath it here, go there, which would be nice, but we'll go here.
So in case anybody was wondering, This is the type of glue that I used for my carpet, is Roberts 6700 indoor outdoor, and this was just something I got at Home Depot. So this is a pic of the boat almost completed as far as the decking goes. Well, the decking was completed, but I had to do a few more things to it. Everything wasn't 100% secured down, but I added the wood on the front, as you can see, and then I have storage compartment there, and then I added a door, as you can see in this picture, where it also shows basically how my storage setup is underneath the front deck. So we are about to head out for the maiden voyage with the boat. It's been a long time coming, been over a year working on it, and it's a struggle at times, but it's been good at times. So I got a little storage here for lures and stuff. 2 storage areas here. I got my clear packs. I got some Carl's boxes in there, more lures, worms, stuff like that. Battery on the other side, a little bit of storage there. Storage in the back for the other battery. I don't have the big boy motor on it yet, but got the battery back here for the other trolling motor, and a little storage with some tools and stuff. The gas cans back here, I'll be using that once I get a motor, hopefully by next year. I got my oar, big paddle just in case I need it. Going out today mainly just to check and make sure that... Alright, so here she is. We're getting ready to head out. First time on the water. Ready to roll. Ready to go, ready to go. Got my boy with me. Motors are in the, trolling motors are in the truck. See how she does. So the next couple of pics are the steering console that I bought that came with the motor that I bought. It had a live well kind of in the front of it, but it was just too big, too long for that part of my boat. So I cut the top part of the console off, and that's all I used. And then I attached it to the side, and you'll see here where I repainted it, and I built basically a little more support for it, and kind of a little windbreak of sorts underneath it, and used my aluminum as I did in the flooring, just basically for decoration. Nothing else really other than that. So hopefully I'll have some other pics and videos on the next video to kind of show you guys how the whole thing went together. So this will eventually get on the video of where I've done my boat. So I did all the other updates that I think I need anyway. You'll see a little video probably of this. Got the steering console mounted on, the controls, seats I had to adjust a little bit. The motor has been the bane of my existence for 3 months. This thing, man. So what happens when you buy older motors? One, now I know why my dad never bought another boat when we were kids, because he was tired of working on the piece of crap we had back then. And then two, I don't know anything about motors, so I've got it at my shop, Phoenix Auto, and it's they've been helping me a lot with it. I've done a lot of the stuff myself with their help. Spark plugs, wires, I don't remember what these things are called. I'll have to look that up and maybe I'll post it in the video. But had to do a carburetor kit, like a kind of a rebuild of sorts, I guess. Got a fuel filter, had to get a new starter, $60 there. And then I bought this other stuff a while back. The tank, this is a 6-gallon tank. I went ahead and bought a new bulb, hose, all that kind of stuff so that I have new stuff. This had a leak because there was a crack somewhere in where it connects in at, and so it had been leaking, so I had to fix that, and they fixed that, and then I had to wait. I changed out the lower unit where I took it off and put new seals and stuff up toward the top. I'll try to remember what all that stuff's called too once I put that on there, but hopefully this thing will crank and we'll be able to get this thing on the water.